Da, da, theme song, theme song. Da, da, da.
I'm Tanya,
I'm Nikki.
and we are A Thousand Eyes in One, the
The
podcast.
podcast. Ooh, you put some spice on it. I love it. I love it.
Tonight, we are chatting about A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, Season 1, Episode 4, 7. For previous episodes, find us at thousandeyespodcast.com. On YouTube, you can find us at A Thousand Eyes in One Podcast. If you'd like to follow us on social media, we are A Thousand Eyes in One on Instagram and Facebook, Thousand Eyes Pod on Blue Sky, and if you're interested in our speculative fiction book club, follow Wine on an Empty Stomach on Instagram.
Oh man, I needed the music to be like dramatic from the beginning. No, I'm kidding. Every time I think about it, the music makes my heart swell. And like you were waiting for this episode. I was waiting for
Yes,
this episode. I'm waiting for
yes.
this part of the story. Squeal.
Yes, this is absolutely one of my favorite parts of the story. This is one of the parts that makes me water from my eyes. The eyeballs get a little sweaty.
I love it.
We start with Dunk in the dungeons.
Dunk, the rat whisperer.
Ew, that was gross.
Dude, I mean, flea bottom boy, right? For real,
Yeah,
for real.
yeah, that's true. We get a visit from a very apologetic egg, and I feel so bad for both of them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they're both right. I lied to you. Yes, you did. I mean, egg has probably not been the root cause of somebody's trouble like this before. Like the things that he does, he probably doesn't see the impact when he's at home. But he just ruined a man's life. And this man has been nothing but kind to him. He has taken him in, taken care of him, protected him, all of this stuff. And now he's in a very sticky situation.
And like Baylor says, he did him no kindness.
No kindness.
But what was he to do?
Yeah. And the thing is, because Egg is a smart kid, he realizes the gravity
Yeah.
of this situation and that there's nothing he can do. Dunk is big mad and in jail, and he's lucky he's not in King's Landing because he'd die of the black cough.
When Egg comes to the dungeon, he's like a completely different person.
His posture's better. He speaks kind of the same, but he's got the royal bearing.
Yeah. And he just commands the guards to put down the food and leave. A difference
Hmm.
here was in the books, they did not shut the door behind them.
Right.
And Dunk commented on it. He's like, oh, they think I'm going to kill you.
Right. 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 I forgot about that.
I don't know
Forgot
why
about
that
that.
stood out to me, but it did. So when
Yeah.
they left and shut the door, I was like, ooh, you're not supposed to shut the door.
Terrible, terrible jailers. Yeah, he comes in, he's got his Targaryen gear, which I love.
Love.
And, he just wanted to be someone's squire, man.
Yeah, and he goes from this confident royal bearing back to this little boy.
Because
He's
he
all curled
is.
up on himself once he's
I
alone with
know.
Dunk. It's like he's his true self with Dunk.
Yeah. Poor Egg.
Yeah. Luckily for Dunk, Baylor gives him an idea. How good a knight are you, Sir Duncan?
Dude, that's like my favorite line. Every time I read it, I'm just like, yeah, how good a knight are you? And it's such an honest question. Like, don't bullshit me. Baylor's like, how good a knight are you? Dunk's like, well, wouldn't you have done the same thing? And he's like, yeah, but I'm a Targaryen. You're not. I could hit my nephew. You can't hit my nephew. And it reminded me of Joffrey and Tyrion.
I was thinking that too. I was
Anybody
thinking that
else?
too.
Nobody else could hit him. There's no one who would have been able to get away with that.
Yes, I'm his uncle. I can slap the shit out of him.
Do something. Baylor, I think, was really understanding and generous with his patience with Dunk because at the end of the day, you are nobody and I'm doing this as a courtesy, but you're walking around being all frustrated and stuff and like talking shit about my nephew. Like, I am still the heir to the throne.
Yeah.
Like, chill.
He was also defensive of Egg,
Hmm.
calling saying that he's actually a good kid and he didn't really mean it. And Baylor reminds us that intent isn't always as important as impact. And Egg may very well have killed him.
Gosh, imagine what Egg's life is like. Sir Dunk not surviving this.
He's really thinking about this boy's life.
Exactly.
He knows he won't survive a trial
No, there's no way. There's no way. And look at him. He knows if he like fights his nephew, at least he's got a chance.
because he might beat his ass. His nephew's a little bitch.
And he deserves it.
Like his nephew might be a better knight, but come on. What
You
is
mean
he
as far
really
as the
though?
skill set, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. His nephew may have the better training, but
Hmm.
he's not necessarily the better knight.
He grew up with castle forged steels and maester at arms.
Right. He didn't have to get in a fist fight in Flea Bottom
Ugh.
with Flea Bottom ruffians.
Right? And Dunk knows this. Like he's aware of that because now he's going through his head, being like, what the fuck did Sir Arlen teach me? Because we
Right.
said last time, we've never seen him train. Not so much as a one-figured push-up. Nothing. He's done nothing.
And watching the tourney has really showed him that although he feels like he's somewhat well trained, he really
Hmm.
isn't.
No, he's not. He's realizing how naive he's been. Like he loves Sir Arlen to death. That's his boy. He grabbed him out of the gutter and all that stuff. But he didn't really teach him much.
Sir Ollie did what he could with what he
Yeah.
had.
Yeah. It wasn't much.
It wasn't much.
It was hedge night internship.
Yeah.
Yeah. And no shade to Sir Arlen. We know he meant well.
So Dunk decides to go with trial by combat as per Baylor's implied suggestion.
Very smart move.
It's the best he can do. And he's also been accused of being this robber knight who kidnapped Egg. So,
Imagine you've been in jail for however many days, and then, the king's grandson comes over to you and like drags you out to see his uncle, who is heir to the throne, only to find out that they're also saying that you kidnapped someone.
it's like he didn't even ask this kid to be there.
You know? He's like, yeah, I kicked him in the face and I punched him, but I didn't kidnap anybody. Like, how are
Yeah.
you stacking these charges on me?
Yeah, he's in a rough spot. And Arian, who is clearly afraid to get his ass beat again,
Dude.
requests a trial by seven, which Makar had the best reaction to. What the what the fuck is a trial by seven?
Dude, I love Makar so
Makar
much.
didn't read any of his assignments.
Oh, now you want to be the Andals? I love when Makar said that too.
Oh,
He's like,
well, if
oh,
it's
it's the
the
Andals.
Andals.
He's so funny. I want to see so much more of him.
Yeah,
I
he's
really, I really
hilarious.
enjoy that actor too. You're so casual. Why did we leave King's Landing? What the fuck are we doing here? That's his entire attitude. I
Yeah,
love it. Why did I leave Summerhall? Why? He just wants to be at home with the slippers and shit. And I get it.
I feel him. He
Dude,
just
no.
ignored all the histories.
Like, what is he good at? What does he do?
He sulks at Summer Hall.
Yeah, I would have had that reaction too, because when you're saying that he skipped over all those pages in school, what I wrote in my notes is that Arian is clearly a nerd and an asshole, you know?
Yeah,
He knows his histories. He knows his histories. And to pick something that's so obscure,
yeah.
you know?
I do think that Aaron was just afraid to face him.
Of course he was.
Even if he
Of
knows
course he
he's better
was.
with a sword, he's afraid to get his ass beat.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I enjoyed seeing the Lord of Ashford being made to crawl under a table to gather nuts, like some kind of little
That's what she
rodent.
said. And he had to do it. It's so rude. And it's one of those situations where neither Makar or Baylor can really say anything about it. Like they have to talk to this kid later because you're not going to embarrass the Targaryen in front of these plebs. Like
Although Makar snatched Arian up by the chest.
when I tell you, I I rewound that 4 times. I was like, you really yanked him by the back of the neck. He was so shocked too. I love that change in demeanor.
Yeah, Makar's pretty pissed about this.
You
You
should
know,
be.
why won't you slay the rogue yourself? He says.
Don't be a little bitch.
Yeah, he's pretty disgusted. So now it's up to Dunk to find 6 more people to fight alongside him. Stefan Fossaway is like, I will fight. You're not dying on my watch. He had a couple things that he said that I loved. It was 2 things, really. Where
Mm-hmm.
are their dragons, Sir Duncan?
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
You
okay,
right.
okay, you're right. And then you shan't die under my watch, sir. I promise you that. I was like, ooh,
You know what
okay.
my favorite part of his that speech is, and maybe it's because I'm a tyrant, I guess. When he was talking about getting more glory, that's the answer. You just want more glory and more glory. And I was like, you know what? Okay.
I kind of like to think that also anyone just wants a chance to beat up Aryan Targaryen,
Oh my God, yes.
a chance to do it legally.
Whether or not this is something that happens on a regular basis, and it's not according to the books, but yeah, no, I want in.
Yeah, I want a chance to bloody up this little bitch who's probably been haunting everybody all this time.
It's a melee. Like, okay, as soon as he's off his horse, I am coming for him.
And it's gonna be legal. Anything I do is gonna be legal. I get to beat his motherfucking ass
Yeah,
finally. Because
yeah.
clearly nobody likes him. He's not a likable guy.
I mean, he's pretty shitty.
He's pretty shitty.
Great tailor, though. I literally
Wonderfully
love
dressed.
everything he wears throughout the series. Shout out to Heidi.
Wonderfully dressed. Well, Egg comes back, his little squire, and he brings Daron. Daron, the Lord from episode 1, Drunk in the Inn. His identity has been revealed.
Dun dun dun. Something that I was surprised to see was when Daron comes in the tent and like they start talking about Aaron and like if I'm Egg, I'm mad at you. You're my brother, but I'm mad at you. Like, why did you say he kidnapped me? Like
Yeah,
one thing was enough. You didn't have to do that. But also, we both hate the other brother. I think that I was expecting Egg to be more I was expecting Egg to be sour at his brother, you know? I didn't expect them to be so buddy buddy. So maybe that really is his home. He's like, dude, he says he's gonna fall down. I promise.
maybe what they have in common is that they fucking hate Ariane.
Yeah.
Gosh, can you imagine having such a horrible sibling that you actively want them to die?
No,
Like, that's crazy.
it is crazy. And in public, in front of a million people, on top of the shoulders of someone who's 7 feet tall.
And admitting it to your uncle.
I bet Baylor's like, oh, God, thank God those are not my fucking kids.
I know. It's like, God, Makar has the worst kids.
The worst.
Always in some bullshit.
hmm Who's Makar's wife? She was not a Targaryen, was she?
He was husband to Diana Dane.
Love a Dane.
This boy has the DTs bad. He's like shaking. he's he's
Ew.
sweating. He's breathing hard. Like he needs his wine, like actually needs it now. And he doesn't even want to fight. He's like, look,
Surprise.
I'll pretend to be brave on that first charge and just like hit me in the head. I'll lay down, whatever.
I love that he says that. He's like, I'll be gallant. I will strive to be gallant. And then I'm gonna take the fall and I'm just gonna lay here.
I mean, he didn't even want to enter the list in the first place. Like he just does not want to
hmm
be there. And now here he is in a life or death fight.
Can you imagine how bitchy and whiny he is as they're putting on his armor?
Yeah.
Just like, oh
And
God.
who's his squire? Because Egg is
Now he
Dunk's
needs one,
squire now.
right?
Yeah.
Any old guy will do.
Egg further confirms that Arion is a piece of shit when he
Yeah.
talks about the way Arion abuses him, which my husband, of course, has not read the books. And when he heard what Egg said Arion does to him, he gasped so loud. Like he was just completely shocked. And like now
Wow.
he wants blood.
Yeah, these things do happen. It is shocking. It is shocking.
He's so evil. Daron pulls Dunk aside and tells him he dreamed of him. And remember in the first episode, he said this: I dreamed of you, stay the fuck away from me.
But
And
before
that
he gets to say that, Dunk kicks his ass. He's like on site. Like, who are you? I've only met you once. How dare you?
yeah,
How dare you throw this shit at me? Are you kidding?
yeah, when Dunk says he can't kill me twice, I was like, well, yeah, that's fair.
You know,
That's
he's a
fair.
spoiled brat, but they're all spoiled brat in their own ways, you know? Like Arian is the way that he is. He's like very egotistical and just has that Targaryen confidence as like he's infallible. And he walks around like that. And then you've got Daron who's just like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, what's wrong, Daron? He's like, "Ugh, I don't have any wine. They're gonna make me go to this carnival. I don't want to, like all the things. Like, shut up. Shut up. And then you have the nerve to have like prophetic dreams with that type of personality.
Do you think Daron the drunk is Daron the drunk because he's Daron the dreamer?
I'm into some self-medicating. I'll accept
You
this.
know, he
Enter
knows
this
that his
into,
dreams come true. So maybe he's seen some traumatic things.
yeah.
Maybe that's why he drinks so much. Maybe he
Mm,
drinks in the hopes to not dream.
that's very possible. I hadn't even considered that. But I guess if I was, oh my God, no, I would totally drink. I was just thinking about like, what if I had dreams that came true all the time?
You wouldn't want to dream ever.
Yeah. He's like, I know too much. I know too much.
Daron's dream is of a great fire, a dragon that has fallen and landed on Dunk, but the dragon is dead and Dunk is alive, and Daron cannot say if Dunk has killed this dragon. What does this all mean?
Oh, I love dreams. I love dreams when they're using these stories. What does it all mean?
Well, because now that's like big, huge foreshadowing. Like somebody's
Exactly,
gonna
right?
die.
I hope it's Arian. I hope Dunk slays him. You know what? Let me ask you something. When Daron busts into the tent, right? We see all the stuff happen, but he was like, I hope my dad doesn't know that I'm here because I can't stand another foot whipping tonight.
Yeah, did he mean
What's
that
that about?
literally?
I'm wondering, right? I was like, is that how you punish a prince?
Because I was like, he's a grown man. You can't be possibly like whipping his feet for real. I felt like it was
Is that
probably,
that an idiom?
yeah, yeah. I felt like it was something hyperbolic, like, you know, she's, the wife is a foot in my neck. You know what I mean? Like, okay, not literally.
Yeah.
So I really hope Makar didn't take off his shoes and like beat his feet because that would be really crazy.
This
He's a
isn't
grown
House of the
man.
Dragon after all.
It's just he's a grown man. Like, why is your dad spanking you?
Oh, he wouldn't do it himself.
Oh, that's right. He
Oh
would
no,
have
no, I
someone do
guess
it.
he would have to though.
Why?
Because the last person who hit a Targaryen is now going
Oh.
to do a trial of the seven. You got to do it yourself.
Well, Dunk has one fighter, and he has Daron, who's not going to fight back.
Mm-mm.
Egg also tells him that the Kingsguard are going to fight. Only the three that are here, Daron says helpfully.
Wait, can we talk about that though? Like you're Dunk. You're like, yay, someone's gonna fight for me. Yay, someone's gonna take a fall. What do you mean the Kingsguard are fighting too?
Yes.
You should have led with that.
Yeah, so he has to fight Daron, which won't be a fight, but three Kingsguard and Makar, Prince Makar,
Yeah. And Makar has to fight because it was his son,
his son's honor. And who does Dunk have?
Raymond's cousin. Like, who is this guy? When Dunk is in the tent with Raymond Fossaway, he was saying, oh, I'm in trouble. He was like, what, for doing what you're supposed to do? He's like, no, for not knowing my place.
Yeah,
Right. So he
yeah.
talks about that. And I was like, you know what? This is actually the theme of the show. Like, do you do what you're supposed to do or do you know your place? Like that's book one, The Hedge Knight, the end.
We forgot to mention Daron's little joke
Oh,
about Arian believes he is a real dragon, and that's why he was
hmm.
so wroth at the puppet show. And Daron's like, "Oh, too bad he wasn't born a Fossaway. Then he'd think he was an apple, and we'd be a great deal safer."
I love the delivery of that line. Every
Yeah,
time he does it, I'm just like,
I love
Or-
all of Darren's delivery. He's just so breathless. Like he just wants to be wrapped in silks and reclining and drinking wine. Like he doesn't want to do all of this shit.
Mm-mm. He doesn't even want to hold the glass himself.
Darren invents the straw.
That's hilarious. Except it would be more like Navani. Like, I have this idea, you go do it.
The first part of the episode that left my eyes aglaze is the scene with Steely Pate
Oh, Steely Pate.
when he shows him how he redid his shield and reinforced it and made all these upgrades. And he says, "For you, a copper," because Steely Pate believes in what he did.
Steely Pate knew it was just.
Steely Pate knew it was just.
And I love that he found him because in the story, like Dunk goes and he's like, look, he's like, oh wait, shit, my shield, don't have that. Maybe I should go look for it. But watching it be played out, like really broke my heart. You know, it's like there all this is a room where all of this started.
Right. You see the
Like
broken
literally.
puppets, the tent is torn apart. Tansel
Hmm.
has clearly fled town without even packing.
No, you
They
gotta
just
bounce.
grabbed whatever they could and left.
Hmm. You know, so now you're back here and just like you just found out you have to fight the King's Guard.
What stress?
A King's Guard, a prince, two princelings, two princes. That's wild. That's wild. So it makes me really happy every time when Steely Pate pops up and is just like, I've got this gift for you. You did the right thing.
And Steely Pate gives him a bit of a pep talk. He does the
Hmm.
shield rhyme. Oak and iron,
Iron,
guard me
guard me
well,
well.
or else I'm dead and doomed to
Doomed
hell.
to hell.
And Dunk is crying. And so then I was crying. And Steely Pate's doing the nod. And like you could tell he feels for him.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sure he wishes there was more he could do for him.
absolutely. You look at Steely Pate and you're like, I need a hug, and he gives you a good one, you know. And he saw enough of Dunk's character to be able to really be like, you know what, I should help this guy because Doug only had two stags left and he left them with him,
Yeah,
not knowing like, okay, this guy could I could come back and this guy would just be like, I don't know who you are.
yeah,
I don't know who you are. So it was like a gesture of mutual trust, but you still get happy when you find out that he's that nice.
I do. Well, we get to see the knights who do decide to take up Dunk's cause. We have Broken Leg Beesbury. He has a grudge against Arian. We have
For
my
obvious
fave,
reasons.
for obvious reasons. We have my fave, Robin Reisling, because he's crazy and I love him. And he
You
says he would die the king's faithful servant, but when the crown goes against the gods, Sir Robin goes against the crown. I was like,
exactly.
ooh.
Yeah. He's like, I love fighting because the warrior says that I'm supposed to fight. You fucked with the warrior. You know, you broke the vows. Boom. I'm gonna help.
I like how his chainmail covers his missing eye too. It's like
Oh,
that's what's up. You got custom chainmail. I like it.
I think you got to do it. It's a very lanceable hole.
Wow. Lionel Baratheon is there and he's in it for love of the game. I love this about him. And this was another part that had my husband rolling because he was like, yo, he's just in this shit for fun. And I was like, yeah, he's about to put his life
Hmm.
on the line because hey, you haven't had one of these in 100 years. Fuck it.
I
I'll
love
try
a
to
good
die.
party. Love it. And he says the same thing. He's like, I want to go muss up the pretty Kingsguard.
Yes, yeah, he's bloody up their pretty white gowns.
I love it. I love it.
So that's who we have for Doug's team. And we think we have Sir Stefan.
Who?
Who the fuck is Sir Stevron was so funny to me.
Yeah. Traitor.
That traitor, that treacherous bitch, traded his honor for a lordship. And here we get the split in the Fossaway houses.
Bum bum bum.
History! Raymond quits his job.
No notice.
No notice. And he asks Dunk to knight him. And Dunk is very hesitant. And I want to talk about this at a later time.
Yeah, it deserves a conversation.
It is something to put a pin in,
Yep.
to come
Yep.
back to. later. But Dunk is
Yeah.
very hesitant about knighting another knight.
So is Dunk calling back to what Baylor said about Egg? I'd be doing you no kindness here.
Hmm.
Like you have to jump in the ring with everybody who can probably kill you really easily.
So this is the part, the first time in the episode where the sweat from my eyeballs made it to my cheeks. When Lionel
They get that
Baratheon,
fixed.
when Lionel Baratheon knights Raymond, it is the only time we see him be really serious.
Yeah.
His whole demeanor changes, and then just the way they just make it so grand and dramatic
Mm-hmm.
with the shot of Raymond down on his knees and him slowly moving the sword side to side. I was saying the words along with him. Oh, I was a wreck. I was
Oh my
absolutely a wreck.
gosh. I need to watch it again to confirm. But that whole segment, do they shoot it all from below? I'm trying to think if I see it like from out because it'd be really
No, it's
that's
from above, looking down
uh-huh.
at Raymond, and then we're from below, looking up at
Yeah,
Lionel,
okay.
and then we're looking at Dunk
Mm-hmm.
for part of it as well.
Yeah. I cried too. It's just one of those happy things in this episode. You're like, oh my God, it's really happening.
I'm trying to think, like, when else, other than when Brienne got knighted, have we seen anyone else get knighted?
Mm-mm. I say mm-mm so readily, but like in my, I just scan through my glossary and I don't see any of those things coming up. We've never been to a knighting ceremony.
And it was a beautiful moment. It was a
And he didn't even
beautiful
have to
moment.
give up his virginity.
What?
Brienne, she got
Oh,
knighted and then she banged Jamie.
ugh. I want to talk about that travesty. Dunk beseeches the crowd. He is asking where are all the true knights. Also, birthday girl, I feel so bad for her. Her birthday
Oh my
is
God.
absolutely ruined.
It's been the worst the whole time.
It's been a horrible birthday. A
Her
horrible.
pony died. And it wasn't her horse, we know that. But yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure she knows people die at tourneys, but tourneys don't usually turn into trials.
Yeah.
Now it's
She
like
doesn't give a
really
shit about
serious.
history.
Yeah, now it's really serious. And instead of a fun tourney where she can like give some handsome knight her favor, it's like a trial to the death.
And I was gonna say, well, maybe her name will go down in history, but no, there's just gonna be that tourney where it was a trial of seven at some jousting thing that where a guy kicked a prince.
So Dunk is besieging the crowd, and we see all of the small folk gathered and watching. There was a part from the book that they did not put in the scene where Dunk asks if they've all just come to see him die. And I
Mm.
believe it's Steely Pate who's like, no, like they support you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So this is my biggest complaint about the episode is that this didn't happen.
Yeah.
Because they have all the people there in the book, like they're excited to see him, and Dunk is like, wait a second, are you for me? Are you cheering for me? And he's like, yeah, dude, you like protected the innocent. She was one of us.
Yeah, they're
Um,
like praying for him and shit.
and they take that away from it. And I hate that
Yeah.
because you have like this foggy thing. Like you mean to tell me that you can yell Lord Ashford fucks his sheep on a clear day, but when it's foggy at crack of dawn, nobody can see you. You're not going to say anything. Like this is the time to cheer for him.
Yeah. Yeah. The only time we heard them cheer was when the King's Guard came out.
Yeah, that's exciting. I get
Yeah, it's exciting to see
it.
the King's Guard. That's fair. But they didn't show the support he had from the small folk. And I really missed that because that was
Yeah.
another thing reading it that just like left me so weepy.
Hmm.
Just he's one of us, like
Yeah, exactly.
we're team Dunk. And then the
Yeah.
guy who gets up and farts, he was a dick.
That's so unnecessary.
But it was a fun little fake out though. He's looking
Got
around and he
very
stands
tense.
up, the music gets all big, and then he just farts. And it's like, oh, fuck you, dude.
The first episode where Dunk is going around to everybody and asking, say, hey, will you vouch for me? Will you vouch for me? Or whatever. In the book, during the scene, him calling everybody out and reminding them of what Sir Arlen did in their service happens here in the scene in the book. But They moved it way earlier to the first episode, and I get it. I thought it was, now that I've seen it, like it's okay. It's okay. I'm not so mad.
I would have liked it if he called them out by name and embarrassed them.
Oh, I would have preferred that for sure, but I love that they found another way to use it.
I did also like how he told them your sons will follow your example, and they showed like the fathers with their sons and they're all like
Mm-hmm.
dolled up and looking at each other. But when you think about it, who's going to want to stand up against the Targaryens, you know?
Yeah.
I want to know more about Robin Reisling. I'm going to look him up and read about him later,
Hmm.
just for my own education, because I like him as a character just from the little bit we've gotten. I like that
Yeah.
crazy shit.
Yeah, you do. 1,500 words by tomorrow.
Well, the gates open and we see what looks like Prince Valar coming through, right? Because it's Prince Valar's armor,
Yeah, it's his armor.
but it's Prince Baelor. And then we finally get the Game of Thrones theme song.
Oh my God. Scream. I feel it in my chest right now.
Even though I knew that it was going to be Baelor, I still
Mm-hmm.
told myself, oh, look, it's Valar. He's going to join because, Arion called him out earlier. Now we see
Mm-hmm.
his armor coming through the door. It makes sense. Okay, he's going to
Yeah,
fight against his cousin. And then Prince Baelor takes off the helmet and shakes out his hair.
I love it.
And
It
the
made me so
music.
happy.
Oh my God, the music. I was full on crying at this point as if I had no clue this was going to happen. Seeing it on screen with the music was just everything. It was wonderful use of the theme. I'm so happy that they chose to go with that.
Mm-hmm.
It just felt so heroic.
It was that moment I fell in love with him.
Oh, it was just beautiful. It
Yeah.
was beautiful.
Oh, we earned that too. That was such a good payoff, right? Like I'm thinking about about how, you know, don't care what you think about the show, whether you love Game of Thrones more, whether you love this too, whether this is the one that you like instead. Like that moment is what we have been waiting for and
Yes.
waiting for in this series. And when I mean like not yes, knowing that from the book, but that type of emotional like explosion. We haven't had that yet. We've seen some cute stuff, we've seen some irritating stuff, but nothing that makes you go, "Oh my God, I have so much hope now."
Like you want to jump up and cheer and scream. And I imagine the small folk must have been losing their shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then how foolish are those lords feeling who were looking away, including Farty McFart guy?
I mean, Dunk called him out. He's like, has courage deserted the noble houses of Westeros? Yeah, apparently.
But Baylor.
Do you see that look that Egg gave him when he took off his helm? And I like hadn't noticed it the first couple times I watched it, but then I watched again, and Egg is like looking at Baylor, and I'm like, yeah, my uncle is a true knight. Your uncle's a true knight. Look at him. He's amazing. I loved him to see that because up until now, Baylor's only been the disciplinarian for him. He's like,
Yeah.
calm as your uncle. Like, you fucked up. I got to do something now. You know that. I know that. I know you know. But this is me and my glory. I'm going to be the next king. This is what a king looks like and a true knight.
Contrast that with Dunk's little brief flashback of Arlen just shrugging.
I love that. I love that.
Makar is obviously not pleased that his brother is going to fight.
Tough titties. Your kid's an asshole.
The kid's an asshole. So now we have Dunk's team. We have the newly knighted Raymond. We have Lionel. We have Riesling. We have Beesbury. We have Baylor. We have Dunk. So now we have a fight to fight. Next episode.
Next episode. Oh my God, next episode is the second to the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, next episode is a penultimate episode.
Yes, it is. Next
Oh,
episode, we're going to have a trial by 7.
my heart just sank into my knee crease. George, we know how you like to do.
I'm really, really looking for, I mean, I say I'm looking forward to everything, right?
Because you are. It's amazing.
But we're gonna get to see what Dunk really has. We're gonna get to see some brother on brother fighting. What are you hoping to see?
Lots of muddy fighting. I want people to clear the horses out of the way early. Like, let's just get them out of the way. Don't need any more horses to die. I came to see you fight each other. I want to see swords swinging. I want to see maces
Yes. I want to see
smashing things
Riesling
in.
fight. I want to see Baratheon fight, mainly
Yeah.
those two. I would love to see them actually fighting.
Mm-hmm.
I really love, what's his name? Dexter Sol Ansel.
Yes.
I really love him. He has the best faces. When that guy
Mm.
got up and farted, the way his face went from hopeful to crestfallen was
Yeah.
it was, I wanted to hold him. I wanted
It
to
was
hold
so
him. He
cute.
looked so hopeful that somebody was going to stand up for Dunk. And then the guy, showed his ass, or we heard his ass. And Egg he just looked so disappointed and so sad. And it made me feel bad for him. And he's not even the one fighting for his life.
Yeah. You know, this is not the first time that we've mentioned his face. So yes, he is a great actor. And we're getting so much of the story based on that reaction. The
Yeah,
kid's selling it.
he
He's selling it.
is.
We've been happy for him. We've been devastated. We've been a little bit annoyed. Um, and he, yeah, I'm not going to get all philosophical and be like in a world of actors that no control their faces, but now that I'm thinking it, um, for somebody that young to be able to successfully convey all of those emotions, that's a gift. The kid's a genius.
Well, this was, I think, my favorite so far, largely because of the Baylor reveal.
Mm.
That was a episode stealer for me. In fact, the Baylor reveal isn't as big as the egg reveal, but to me, it felt bigger than the egg
It
reveal.
feels bigger to me every time.
Yeah, because I feel like the
Yeah, it
egg
does.
reveal is like the story
Right.
that, holy shit, this has been a Targaryen prince the whole time. But the Baylor reveal is what got my heart pounding out of my chest,
Mm.
including in the books.
Yeah. I don't remember how surprised I was the first time I read the book, but this part is always more surprising to me. I like this reveal more. It just comes at such a perfect time when all hope has been lost. Now we've got this mystery man. A Targaryen's gonna fight for me.
Not just
Oh
any
shit, it's
Targaryen.
the heir to the throne,
Yeah,
Baylor. I knew you
not
were
just
that
any
dude.
Targaryen. The future king is fighting for me, a hedge knight, possibly bastard, orphan,
Hmm.
with no name, no home,
Son of a criminal.
maybe, because we're not even
Maybe.
sure if that's my dad, you know? And here is the crown prince himself believing in you so much that he's going to take up your cause and put his life on the line on your
Against his
behalf
family.
against his family.
Against his family.
And
And the
I,
most he did was look at you and be like, you better be fucking good.
yeah, yeah.
You better be telling the truth.
So this will be interesting to see how this plays out. Brother against brother, uncle against nephew, Kingsguard against royals, Robin Riesling against
Whoever he wants.
whoever he wants.
It's going to be exciting. I can't wait. I hope the mist burns off, first of all, because I would love to see what's actually going on. We saw more in the dark than we did in the morning.
Yeah,
I'm excited about next episode. I'm gonna like really not enjoy waiting an extra hour because, oh man, not only to have the episode not start at 10 o'clock, but to have it 2 days early was such a blessing.
good episode. My favorite so far, I think.
Yeah. You can't go wrong with the Game of Thrones theme being the musical climax of the episode, especially after the literal shit tease that we got the first one.
I know, right?
This is what it means to be a knight.
Well, we have 2 episodes left and a lot to get through. Well, if you consider, Dunk fighting 7-on-7 for his life a lot,
There's that.
I think that's quite a bit,
I would be so mad to be like awakened early and left my house early for this shit for it to be a trash fight.
right?
Like imagine you got there and everybody's like, I'm just gonna lay down in the mud because the Kingsguard are here. You're like, what the fuck is this? Knight me, knight me.
I want to see some morning stars swinging and some
Don't.
gauntleted punches. Ooh.
Yeah. Maybe it's a special effects makeup budget. Maybe they're like, we're not showing you guys what it looks like when a mace really hits fleshy parts.
I mean, they're saving so much money not having dragons. Give us some gore.
Give us some gore. That should be the theme of our spooky season festival this year.
Give us some gore.
Hardcore slashers only.
I was asking my husband, since he's not like familiar with the story, what he thought last episode when the game master asked Dunk to throw the fight. I asked him if he thought that that's what this was going to be about, whether or not Dunk throws the fight. And he said, well, I know Dunk wasn't going to throw the fight because he's Dunk and he's honorable and he's shown us that. So I never questioned if he was going to throw the fight, but he wasn't expecting him to beat up a prince and go to trial.
Right.
Because how could you see that coming?
Yeah.
He did think that this was going to be about him showing his honor at attorney.
Yeah.
But not necessarily like, will he or will he not throw the fight? He was like, there was no doubt in his mind that Dunk would not have thrown the fight.
I love that. Bravo to you, Peter Claffey.
I had to follow up on that one. And with that, I've been Tanya.
And I'm always Nikki.
Talk to you next week, Nick.
Bye.
For previous episodes, find us at thousandeyespodcast.com. On YouTube, you can find us at 1,000 Eyes in One Podcast. If you'd like to follow us on social media, we are 1,000 Eyes in One on Instagram and Facebook, 1,000 Eyes Pod on Blue Sky, and if you're interested in our speculative fiction book club, follow Wine on an Empty Stomach on Instagram.